On this 2010 to 2015 Honda Civic with the 1.8 gas engine, B1079 points us toward a daytime running light malfunction handled through the MICU and the high beam lighting circuit. In plain terms, the daytime running lights may not work normally, and the high beams may also be part of what you need to check. The likely areas are basic power protection, the high beam bulbs, the MICU inside the underdash fuse and relay box, and the left, right, and ground side wiring. We're going to stay in order and prove each part of the circuit before making the call. Start by verifying the problem. Turn the headlight switch off and apply the parking brake. Clear the codes with the HDS. Then release the parking brake, turn the ignition switch to lock 0, and turn it back to on Roman 2. Check codes again with the HDS. If B1079 comes right back, continue with the circuit checks. If it does not come back, treat it as an intermittent at this point. The system is okay right now, so look closely for loose or poor connections, rather than forcing a failure that is not present. Next, turn the ignition switch to lock 0 and check the two fuses for this circuit in the underdash fuse and relay box. No. B3810A and no. B3910A. If both fuses are okay, move on to the high beam operation check. If either fuse is not okay, replace the fuse. If it blows again, repair a short to ground on the no. B3810A or no. B3910A fuse circuit, depending on which side is affected. Now turn the headlight high beams on and see whether both high beams come on. If both high beams work, the circuit has enough function to point back toward a faulty MICU, and the supported repair is to replace the underdash fuse and relay box. If both high beams do not come on, keep going and check the bulbs before condemning the control side. Check the high beam bulbs themselves. If the bulbs are okay, continue into the open circuit checks. If a high beam bulb is faulty, replace the faulty bulb. This keeps the diagnosis grounded in the simple load check before you start chasing wiring. For the left side feed check, keep the ignition at lock 0. Disconnect the underdash fuse and relay box connector C38P, the left high beam 2P connector, and the right high beam 2P connector. Check continuity on the LH/LHI circuit between underdash fuse and relay box connector C38P terminal no. 18 PNK and the left high beam 2P connector terminal no. 1 PNK. If you have continuity, go on to the right side feed. If you do not, repair an open or high resistance in that wire. With the same connectors still disconnected and the ignition still at lock 0, check the RH/LHI circuit. Measure continuity between underdash fuse and relay box connector C38P terminal no. 14 WHT and the right high beam 2P connector terminal no. 1 WHT. If continuity is good, move to the ground side check. If continuity is missing, repair an open or high resistance in that wire. Last, check the ground side. With the ignition at lock 0, connector C38P disconnected and both high beam 2P connectors disconnected, check continuity from each high beam connector terminal no. 2. BLK to body ground. Do the left and right sides individually. If the ground continuity is good, the path again points to a faulty MICU, and the supported repair is to replace the underdash fuse and relay box. If ground continuity is not good, repair an open or high resistance in the ground wire, or a poor ground at G201 or G301. The key with B1079 is to separate a real MICU problem from a basic fuse, bulb, feed wire, or ground fault. Confirm the code first, check the fuses, prove high beam operation, then test the left feed, right feed, and grounds in order. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.